Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to do something very interesting, something that will not only help you today or in your exam point of view, but for your entire future. Something that you may always want to do, something that you always want to write, maybe to express your gestures or for something very important. What we are going to deal with is letter writing. Now most of you in your exam point of view, it will come as a formal letter. Informal, as of now it's not come. So what we will do today is I'll tell you both ways, formal and informal, but we'll write only a sample of a formal letter today. Informal, I can give you a question, you can frame for yourself, and then you can practice one letter. If you just write one format and keep, you can mix it up anywhere, just change the body and the details wherever it's needed. Alright. Now, when we distinguish letters to be in a way of formal as well as informal. Now, if I tell you, hello students, good morning, good afternoon, good evening or whatever it is, please sit down or come here. I'm telling you something very strictly, or I'm telling you something which is very formal. Now if you're talking to your friend, how will you say? Will you say, can I come here? Will you have those words of can, will, shall, should? You all have those models that you will use. You may say, hey man, come here. Or you may call the friend's name. Okay, ABC, come here. But when you're talking to a person in authority, will you say, hey man, come here? No, you won't say, right, isn't it? You'll give respect to that person, sir or madam or whatever it is, doctor or whatever. Likewise, in writing the letters, you have something that you write formally, something that you write informally. Now, formal letters can be categorized as something that you write maybe to some authorities, requesting for certain things. See, especially these kind of letters, inquire about some learning institute, inquire about some coaching institute, or write a letter to the principal of your college, write a letter to your class guide, or write a letter to your DC. So these are formal letters. You have to deal with them formally. You must give the certain respect that they want. Now, for example, if it's to the principal, you have to ask leave. Can you just simply say, I want leave, give me? No. You have to make a request there. Your words have to be very polite, very pleasing, and in a nice manner. It should be dignified and written well. But if you write to your friend, you can write, hey, I'm well, no problem, how are you, and everything. You can use informal language. There are ways of expressing it formally and informally. Now, when we talk about, see, all this you must have dealt in your high school. Letter writing, this has been a continuous process for all the years in school. I'm very sure you must remember all this, but we'll brush it up again. Certain things you must keep in mind before you write a letter are these certain things that I want to tell it to you. Okay? You are not supposed to put any apostrophe when you write yours. Okay? Here or here. Not supposed to put. You're not supposed to put. When I write the letter, I'll mention it to you again. Then formal letter in a very formal language, you have its steps. We'll discuss the steps as well. And then you go on writing it in that manner itself. Then, in the formal letter, you can ask little general details, not too personal details, not about family and other things, maybe neutral things of work, of health, okay, neutral things like that. Otherwise, then, you're not supposed to write thanking you. Wrong. Thank you is correct. Thanking you is wrong. Thank you is correct. So you must remember this. Alright. Then your way of writing should be very dignified, should be very polite. You cannot use any rude or foul language that is there. Language also has its basics, isn't it? You can speak decent language, you can also speak bad language. You must know where you have to draw a line. You must know where you have to figure it out. Then, while you write your signature, now for example signature, and then you write Miss, Mr, whatever your name is to be. Alright. Now most of the times either it will be given, take your name to be ABC and your address to be XYZ. So you have to write it in that way itself. Don't write your name. Alright. Now we will see what are the steps of writing a formal and an informal letter, and then we will move forward. See, this is not only for today, you must remember it. Remember wherever you go that you have learned how to write a letter. Alright, in the formal letter, the first one is sender's address. What is it? Sender's address. Likewise, you have sender's address for your informal letter. Okay? Date. Second one, you see, as I write on the board, you write it. Okay? Open your pen, open your book, and with your pen start writing what I am writing on the board, so that you can finish along with me. You need not wait. Don't just see. You give your hand some work. Alright? Date here as well. Third one is inside address. Alright. Now this is to and this is from. Sender's address. I am sending a letter to you. I am the sender. You are receiving my letter, you are to inside address. Alright. Then there is no inside address here. Alright. Then the fourth one is salutation. What is salutation? It's there here. Respected, dear, sir, madam, my loving brother, okay, or loving sister, whatever. Then, here after the salutation, in terms, see if you are writing a job application or if you are referring to something, you have to write the subject line as well as the reference. So, subject, and if there is any kind of reference that has to be done. Alright? No subject and reference over here in the informal. Subject or reference. See, subject is maybe if they have said power cuts in your locality. So, subject is power cut in whichever locality is mentioned. Reference, I will tell you, think you are applying for a job and you find the advertisement in a newspaper, let us say the Times of India. You have to write your advertisement dated 12th of December 2018 in the Times of India. You are giving a reference to where did you find their advertisement, or if they have found any notice which you are addressing and writing. You have to put that in the reference line saying that wherever you got that notice, I found that notice here, or this notice reference number so and so, or your letter dated so and so, letter number so and so, okay. Alright, reference. Then is the main thing of the letter, that is the body. Body of the letter. Body is there here as well. Body is the most important thing, and this is where you can always put your ideas, convince your ideas over here. The rest of the things are like formalities. Here is where you write. This is your chance to write the body properly. Alright, after that is a complementary clause. I shall write it over here. Alright. Okay. Seventh one is complimentary close. Alright. Formal and informal, don't get confused. I have continued from there here. Seventh point, complimentary close. In informal also likewise. Alright. Then eighth one, signature. Here you can your signature. Alright, signature and name in your brackets. Here also you may add, no problem. Ninth one in the formal letter is enclosures. If any, only if you have any enclosure, like you're attaching something. Now when you send a WhatsApp message, don't you attach those files? Or when you send a mail, don't you attach certain files? Now here attachment is what you want to send along with it, enclosure. Now example, if you are applying for a job, what do you write all this, you write a covering letter of whatever details you have to write, and then what do you enclose, what do you attach along with it? In networking, it's called attach, your WhatsApp maybe or your mails maybe, but here in the letter you are enclosing something, you are keeping along with the letter something else. What do you keep? Your resume. That is what you keep, the details of your education, alright, your address and your work experience, all that is put it down, you join along with this, alright. Now I am going to brush it up again, listen carefully. First one in the formal address is from, that is the sender's address, you are sending it from. Then date, alright, inside address, to whom you are sending it. Salutation, dear, respected madam, sir, okay. Then subject or the reference line. Subject, what example did I give you? Power cuts or shortage of water supply in ABC locality. Reference, your advertisement dated so and so in the Times of India. Body of the letter, you can divide it into 2 or 3 paragraphs, make it very short and to the point. Don't simply go on writing your own stories, very concise and to the point. Even in the exam point of view, you must catch the attention of the evaluator. As soon as the evaluator sees it, see, they will check all this. This has to be written very neatly, that is very easily identifiable. They will look for the body of the letter. Body of the letter should be to the point. Now if they have said water supply, write about water supply, from when it is not there, what are the problems that are faced, divide it. Sometimes it is a possibility that they will give you in the question itself that these are the points that have to be mentioned in your letter. Now for example, if you take water supply, they will give you add these details in your letter or mention these details in your letter. Shortage of water supply, problems faced by the people, number of days without water. So these 3 clue lines, okay, or clues or hints they have given, you must mention them in your letter when you write it. So pick out those clues that they have given, add your own sentences, make it into a paragraph, have a connection to the sentences. See, don't say, don't write it in such a way that one line doesn't connect to the other, okay. I went to Bangalore yesterday and I was playing in my playground near my house. Does it make sense? If you are in Bangalore, how are you playing in the playground? Beside your house, alright. So each sentence must give a connection to the other. And then when you split the body of the letter even into 3 paragraphs, small, concise, 4 or 5 line of a paragraph, it's a little big, make it into 2. Now the first paragraph should connect the second one, second should connect the third one. Now if they have given you 3 points to discuss, make 3 paragraphs of these 3 particular points. After the body of the letter is a complimentary close, alright, thank you. Then signature, and after that thank you, yours lovingly, yours faithfully, sincerely, okay. Then your signature. If they have given the name mentioned in the letter, please write the same name, don't write your name, and don't disclose your identity, don't disclose your name, don't disclose your college name anywhere. Even if you think that I'll write some other college name, please don't do that mistake. Even if it's a neighboring college, don't write their name, don't write any person's name. Person's name we cannot say anything because there are so many names. But address properly, I am saying you don't write your college name as well as don't write anybody else's. Alright, write some imaginary name, imaginary address, sometimes they will give you in the question. So what you have to do, you have to observe properly to whatever is there in the question. Alright, now you will get a letter writing for 5 marks. Okay, so 5 is in your pocket if you write correctly. Last is the enclosure if there is anything to be attached along with. Sometimes you have, now if you want to tell someone something, some idea, you attach those details. Maybe a brochure is attached, maybe a pamphlet is attached, a poster is attached, or your resume is attached, maybe some details about what you are going to do, a blueprint is attached, whatever, enclosures, anything you have to give them. Maybe documents are attached. Sometimes don't they tell you must send your 10th mark card, your transfer certificate. So you may be far away. So you attach it along, you enclose it along with the letter and then send it. Alright, informal goes the same. You have the from address from whom you are sending, you have the date, you don't have the inside address, you have your salutation, you don't have the subject line or the reference, you can directly begin the body, you have a complimentary clause, you have your signature and name, there is nothing to be enclosed as such, you need not be very formal. And if you are writing to your brother or your sister or your family or any close friend of yours, why should you be too formal in attaching? You would always send it to them if you want, no need to mention. Alright, now we will write a sample formal letter today. I am not going to write an informal letter, that is left to you. Most of the questions are formal letters, but still keep in mind how to write it. What is missing? Only to and subject line is missing and enclosures is missing. The rest of the things are same. Alright, now pick a fresh page. Don't begin from where you have stopped. Now this I want you to write it somewhere neatly in your book, or at least there is some space in your workbook for notes, isn't it? There please write and keep it so that you don't lose on the pages you write also. Now I am going to tell you certain mistakes that you must avoid while writing a letter in your answer sheet. Okay. Now imagine this to be your answer sheet. Alright, this is your answer sheet. Now this is one page, this is another page. I think this is page number 1, this is page number 2. Alright. Now for example, if you get the question, okay, give a description of the 2 boys in Gentlemen of Verona. Alright, you are writing Nicola and Jacopo. Alright, you begin over here. Alright, and your answer goes till here. If it is a 4 mark question, your answer goes till there. And the next question is, write a letter. Please don't begin over here. Nothing is going to happen. Don't act over smart. Don't act stingy as well. Leave this space. There is nothing wrong in leaving it. Don't begin over here. In the 3rd page, on a fresh page, start over here, everything that you have to write, and end it over here. In one single page, finish the letter. This is an advantage for you because it makes the evaluator easy to evaluate. And even when you have to see your papers, you need not turn around so that you know what you have written. So keep this in mind, okay? Even if there is little space. Now imagine your answer goes only till here, only one line. Then you may begin, but make sure you end it in this page. Don't continue your letter to the next page. If you have only used one line of the page, but if you have used like half a page or 3/4 of the page, please leave this space. But continue and finish up the letter in one single page, alright? Okay, now we will write a formal letter. Then there is one more mistake. Now you think the word is compliment, okay, or complement. Now you are writing it like this and the word comes here, okay, PLI, your page ends here. Your word is not yet finished, you have to write, isn't it? COMPLIMENT, MENT is remaining. Most of the mistake is you put a dash here like this and write MENT. Please don't do this. In case you know your handwriting, isn't it? Now I know my handwriting, I know it will not come over here. If your handwriting is manageable, don't be too tiny. Please have a regular or normal font size that you write. If in case you finish one word over here and there is a little space which you know you cannot complete the next word, please leave this space and start it in the next line. Don't, now if there is something, you have finished some, don't put a dash and write thing over here, some dash thing. It will change the meaning sometimes, okay, but it is ought to see as well. When you are writing a letter, please don't make this mistake. While you are writing your answers also, please don't make this mistake of breaking the word. I am not saying it is very wrong in breaking the word, but it does not look pleasant and neat. Alright, okay. Now we will write a formal letter. The question goes like this. Write a letter, it's there in your text, okay? It's there in your text, sorry, page 134. If you have your text, please open there. Otherwise, I'll tell the sentence for you again, the question for you for 5 marks, and then we will write along with it. So the question goes like this. Write a letter to the principal of Sarvodaya Vidyalaya, page 134, inviting him or her and the staff to attend the cultural day program of your college. Your letter should contain the following points. See, this is what I told you. They have given you clues and you must use those clues. Date and time of the program, venue of the program, list of a few items in the program. Okay. Now, we will go according to keep these 8-9 points that I have told you, what you must include in your letter. Keep that beside you. Keep that question textbook beside you. Open your book and start writing along with me. Alright? Now, I will divide it into 2 because of the lack of space here. Alright, I will continue here and here. We will write it. So, you have to write a letter to the principal of Sarvodaya Vidyalaya. Now, here nothing of the sort is mentioned to either your names or address. So, you must use something that is, you must use something that is very imaginary. Alright. So, we will give a name. We will give a name of our characters as well. We will give Nicola. Okay. So, what is the, okay. Now, imagine this is a margin. Another thing I forgot to tell you, if this is the margin, always begin the letter on the left side of the page, this side, alright, this side. this left side of the page here, always in one particular line, correctly in one line, not here and there, okay? Okay, so what is the first thing? First thing is sender's address, from, okay? Who is from address? We are from address. So we'll write the character's name to be, you can write anything, write Nicola. One of the characters in the textbook, alright, Nicola. Now, what is there? Inviting him or her and the staff to attend the cultural day program of your college. So you must write the college address. Alright, we'll write an imaginary college. SMT College, Shanti Nagar, Bengaluru. Some pin code you write, okay, some pin code. Now what have you written? Nicola, the name, SMT College, Shanti Nagar, Bengaluru. Don't write any college name, don't write. This Shanti Nagar, Gandhi Nagar, Ram Nagar, whatever Nagar you want to write, you write, no problem. Bengaluru, Bombay, anywhere. Write one pin code. After that, leave one line. Now whenever I put an arrow mark, it means you are leaving a line, alright? So you must leave a line when I put an arrow mark. What is the next thing? The next thing is date. So how are you going to write the date? This is the format of writing the date. Suppose we will write 30th of November and we will assume our college, we will write 15th of November and we will assume our college day to be the 2nd of December. Alright, we will write 15 November 2018. What have I written? How do you write the date? You are not supposed to write the date like this. Or like this. Or like this. Wrong formats. Okay, even if you put a dot in between, even if you put bars, or even if you write short versions of the months, wrong. What you must write instead? Not 15th, okay? No, TH. Don't write. This is the British way. 15th of November 2018. The other way the Americans say is November the 15th, 2018 or 2008. So 15th of November 2008. Now another arrow mark, that means you must leave a line. Alright, so what is next? Inside address, to whom you are going to send. Now they have specifically given to you, you have to write it to the principal of Sarvodaya Vidyalaya. So you must write it proper. Don't write the principal's name, don't write any imaginary name. And one more thing, you are not supposed to write from and to. You saw I didn't write from. Directly begin with your name. Likewise, when you write to, don't write TO and comma. No. Directly begin the principal. Now I'm telling you very little detail, students, because these are the places where you make mistakes. So if you have listened carefully today, if you have written carefully with me, you're sure to score out of out. Alright? So now the principal, Sarvodaya Vidyalaya, right here. Okay, they have not mentioned where, so you simply write Bengaluru. And write one pin code. So the principal, the is important there. Alright, addressing to anybody. The principal will be notified when the letter comes to him or her. So, Sarvodaya Vidyalaya, Bengaluru. Now, leave another line, alright. What you have to write? Salutation, alright, salutation. Respected. Sir or madam, write both, okay. In case you are very sure, if it is he or her, you may write, otherwise write both. Preferably write both sir or madam. Alright, then you have written the salutation, respected sir or madam. Now write the subject. So again leave a line, I will continue it there. Subject you may leave a line or just continue like that, does not matter much, alright. But anyway, leave it, it looks better. Write the subject. What is our subject? Inviting him or her and the staff to attend the cultural day program of your college. So we can write invitation for the cultural day program at SMT college. Invitation for the cultural program at SMT college. Put a full stop. Okay, I am saying what I am writing on the board, so you can follow what I say also. Subject is invitation for the cultural program at SMT college, full stop. Next is what? Reference is not needed. What kind of reference will you give here? Nothing. So we will begin our body. Leave a line. Arrow means leave a line. Don't write this. What is the body? Inviting him or her and the staff to attend the cultural day program of your college. Now what are the points that have to be covered? Date and time, venue, and a few programs that are there in the cultural day. So we can begin like this. You begin here itself on the left hand side, okay, or you can begin like this. Greetings from the principal and staff of SMT college. Sorry. Greetings from the principal and staff of SMT college. Now, we will make it into one and then we will make 3 paragraphs or 2 paragraphs. We will see how it will go. Greeting from the principal and staff of SMT college. We at SMT, comma, will be celebrating, we at SMT will be celebrating our 50th cultural day program, just like, right, okay, 50th cultural day program on the 2nd of December. Okay. Program on the 2nd of December. Now you have to put this year, which is the year 2018. So you must remember what you have written there. 2018. So what have you written? Date. Date is mentioned. One clue of the question is over. So greetings from the principal and staff of SMT College. We at SMT will be celebrating our 50th Cultural Day program on the 2nd of December 2018. Alright. Now, you can write it like this. We would like to have, break the paragraph, okay, leave a line now. We would like to have your presence as well as your dedicated staff along with you, on this day at 5 p.m. or 5 in the evening. Now the common mistake most of the students do is 5 p.m. in the evening. Wrong. When you say p.m., it is understood at what time. It is evening. Either write 5 p.m. or write 5 in the evening. That will be better. 5 in the evening or 5 p.m. whatever. It's right. But don't write 5 p.m. in the evening. Either 5 p.m. or 5 in the evening. Alright? Okay. We would like to have your presence as well as your dedicated staff along with you on this day at 5 p.m. Okay? 5 p.m. We'll write the venue as well. 5 p.m. at SMT College Stadium. SMT College Stadium. Alright, our the second and the third clue is over. Time and venue. Alright, I'll read it for you because I'm going to rub this now. Greetings from the principal and staff of SMT College. We at SMT will be celebrating our 50th Cultural Day program on the 2nd of December 2018. Break the paragraph. We would like to have your presence as well as your dedicated staff along with you on this day at 5 p.m. On this day, why? Because you've already mentioned the date. At 5 p.m. at SMT College Stadium or SMT College grounds, whatever. Alright, now I'm going to rub this. I hope you've already written it. And continue that here to the third body of the third paragraph of the body. Okay, now what is remaining? List of a few items in the program. Okay. We will write maybe a puppet show, a drama, okay, or a play, then maybe some dance and singing. Okay, we will see. Now how shall we begin? You have already written we here, alright, okay. You can mention here I, okay. I can also be done because you are individually sending it. Okay, write along with me. As a part of the culturals, comma, that's the third body. I want you to leave a line over here, okay. Third paragraph of the body. As a part of the culturals, we are hosting a special drama or a special play Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Okay, Romeo and Juliet in single inverted commas. As a part of the culturals, we are hosting a special play, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Along with it, okay, along with it, we will have an entertaining puppet show display of artistic skills or display of art. Along with it, we will have an entertaining puppet show, display of art and craft. Okay, display of art and craft. Folk and Western dances with Western dances. Wait, just give me a second. Along with it, we will have an entertaining puppet show, display of art and craft, folk and Western dances with Western dances. Don't put comma here. Western dances and a breathtaking orchestra. See, sometimes you must think for the sentences. That's what I told you. You should have a connection, isn't it? So you'll have to think and write, because I'm also writing along with you and thinking it. All right. So that's the third paragraph. Though it looks too long here, on the sheet when you write it will come very short. I have written it a little big, and it because it is taking two sides, it looks a little big for you, but on your sheet it will come in one sheet. As a part of the culturals, we are hosting a special play, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Along with it, we will have an entertaining puppet show, display of art and craft, folk and western dances, and a breathtaking orchestra. Alright, with that, a live band, we finish. We finish. So, do you think all the hints are covered? Date, time, venue, your list of programs. So, this is how you frame it. Now, one more thing I want you to keep in mind is the articles, the prepositions, the phrase prepositions that are there. If you have used any, we have not used any phrase like that, but okay, your linking words, your linkers, then certain grammatical errors, please keep in mind, and not have a repetition of the word. I repeated over here, see that was my mistake. So, we have to correct it immediately because you have to think beforehand. I could correct it over here. In the answer sheet, please don't strike it like this, it will not look good. So, beforehand, see if there is a repetition of the word. Don't repeat the same word in the next paragraph likewise. Alright, so I'll read it once for you and then we'll end the letter if you have not followed what I've written. Subject is invitation for the cultural program at SMT College, full stop. Greetings from the principal and staff of SMT College. We at SMT will be celebrating our 50th Cultural Day program on the 2nd of December 2018. I would like to have your presence as well as your dedicated staff along with you on this day at 5 p.m. at SMT College Stadium. As a part of the culturals, we are hosting a special play, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Along with it, we will have an entertaining puppet show, display of art and craft, folk and western dances, and a breathtaking orchestra. Alright? Looking forward to having your presence, or looking forward, next, okay, leave a line. Looking forward to have your community or with us. Okay, looking forward to have your community with us, or looking forward to have you and your staff, or awaiting your presence. All are formal, polite sentences. So, what is there now? Body is over. A body is over. Now, you have to give a complimentary close. What is the complimentary close? Leave a line. Thank you. Complimentary close is thank you. Okay. Then, again leave a line and signature. So, what was our name? Nicola. Leave a line, signature. Alright. Below the signature, in brackets, write Mr. Nicola. Alright. Mr. Nicola. So, looking forward to having your community with us. Leave a line, thank you. Leave a line, signature, and below the signature in brackets write the name. What is our name? Mr. Nicola. Alright. Now, what is the enclosure you have to put here? An invitation card. Obviously, you are going to print an invitation for your cultural day. So, you are going to enclose the invitation card. So, here, okay, before writing thank you, what you have to write is herewith is enclosed an invitation of our cultural program. So I tell what I am writing if you cannot see. Herewith is enclosed an invitation of our cultural program. Full stop. Continue here. Okay, so what have you enclosed? You have enclosed the invitation with it. So after that you leave a line there. Thank you. Okay, your signature. Then Mr. Nicola. Alright. And then behind that send the invitation. That is not to be mentioned over here, because you have told them there is an invitation card along with the letter. So I hope you followed how we must write. In case you have still doubts, we will find a way to communicate. But this is how I gave you an example of the question B46 on page 134. Now there are model question papers. You can look up to those questions and write it. In case you want to write an informal letter, how would you write it? If the letter is like this. Write a letter to your brother inquiring about his new job and informing him about your academic life. So when you talk to your brother or siblings, how will you talk? Will you say, respected sir, madam? No. You say dear brother, dear sister, or dear whatever their name is, and then continue. Alright. So here we wrote respected sir or madam. You can write dear sir or madam, no problem in that. But respected would be a nice way of writing it, because you are writing to the principal. Okay, the principal, the chairman, the station master. Okay, that is how you mention. The is important. Okay. Now when you are writing an informal letter, what you have to skip? You must skip the inside address, and you must skip this subject line, that is. The rest stays the same. But concentrate more on writing a formal letter than an informal letter. In case out of the blue moon it does come, you must be prepared. So this is what I had to inform you. Now look up to your workbook. Letter writing is on page 62, unit D, the 12th main. 66, there is a letter that is put down for you. You have to identify the errors in it. What is the error there? I hope you are following the copies along with me. I will just give you a mention of what is there. Alright. Now see, the sender's address is written rightly, so there is no mistake there. Date is a mistake. So how you write? 10 December 2014. Then the president, that is right. Respected sir or madam, okay, or dear sir or madam, that's a mistake there. Writing on the left hand side is correct. Alright. Then thanking you is wrong there. This address has to go on top. Alright, there are some exercise questions for you. Please work it out. I want you to write at least one letter. This is written. One more letter, write it for your practice and keep it. With that, I think you will get how to easily write a letter. Other things that you have to keep in mind is a polite attitude and a polite way or polite language that you must use. Avoid these grammatical errors that are there. Know your tenses properly, parts of speech properly, articles properly. Okay. So they give you a lot of advantage. If you don't know them, it's like a disadvantage because your sentences go here and there. It's like jumping in the air. Nothing makes connection to the other. It should always be a connecting sentence. Just like you use your linkers and connect it, similarly, you must adapt. Now, what you used to write in school may have been, the letter writing format may have been same because this is the new format, all on the left hand side. You may have learnt it wrong or you may have got it wrong by yourself, whatever it is. I want you to correct those mistakes now, and now that you are in college, I want you to adapt certain things apart from what is to happen in school. Now henceforth you are going to go into your higher education and other things, so a different way of life. This is the beginning, that's why it's called pre-university, isn't it? So this is the beginning when you're going for your university and other higher studies. So this is a lifetime lesson that you have to always keep in mind so that you don't forget it. See, it can be like this. We don't write personal letters now. Where do we write personal letters? Very rarely people have the habit of letter writing to any loved one or to siblings or family. Now WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, all has made life very easy. Just message or call, the story is over. But a formal letter will always come handy. A formal letter will always save your life anywhere you are. Either you are in college or you are going to work or you are anywhere outside, Maybe if there is somebody who comes to you and says, please help me to write a letter, and you yourself don't know, then it will be a problem. Don't get yourself ashamed there, because they are coming to you because you are studying and you know. One way is that is possible. Second one is when you get to work or when you are in college, if you have to apply for a leave, or if you are made the cultural coordinator, or if you are made any leader, and you must write some letter to somebody in authority, you must know how to write, isn't it? So that is why this is a life lesson, something that will keep you handy. Always keep it in your hands, always keep it in your pocket so that you don't forget it, okay? Now, thank you very much for listening, and in the next class we'll come up with something else so that you keep learning like this, and I hope you're enjoying how we are learning, and practice. I want you to practice, read and get ready for whatever the future holds. Nobody is aware of whatever the future is holding it for us. You nor I know it. Anyway, we'll have to gather ourselves to learn better. Thank you very much for listening.